Hi everyone, my name's Gray. Hi everyone, my name's Gray, and I just wanted to sort of talk to you about my only tattoo, which is a signature of Brandi Carlile. I hope you can see it there. Really, yeah. And here's the t-shirt, which she signed along with the twins. And when I met her at the Telluride Bluegrass Festival, which I mean, she's been my favorite female vocalist and favorite female artist for years. Like ever since I first heard her song, "The Story" on the radio, it's just her voice and the way it projects and just the power behind it. I felt that, and I first saw her, I think, at the Paramount in Denver, and I remember her singing a couple of songs in acoustic, and it was just, you could feel her passion, and I can't even come up with words now. I'm just getting lost in how it felt, but yeah, it's pretty special to see Brandi live, and so yeah, I convinced my mom for us to take the, what is it, eight and a half hour drive or whatever it is from Denver, and we stayed at a friend's place in Grand Junction the night before, and it was just so amazing again to see her live. And then I was for some of the later songs, especially because I was a big Brandi fan, and we didn't get there as early as I wanted to. I wanted to get up like at 6:30 in the morning, or 5:30 or whatever, and like because I knew that on the grounds there it's first come first serve. So we weren't really all that close. So anyway, toward the end of her set, I was just really feeling the energy, and I wanted to be more into it, and especially be with the really hardcore fans. And so I just went up toward the front, and one thing led to another. There was this woman there who, I guess her daughter was a big fan, and I'm so sorry I can't think of your name right now. It's been, I think it was like in 2000, I'm gonna say 2009 was when, like June or something like that. And but yeah, so anyway, I started talking to this lady, and she mentioned about how Brandi was going to be doing a signing after the concert, and I didn't even know that she was going to be doing that. And I'm a really shy, sort of timid person. I'm really easily excitable by just large groups of people in general. So I never would have imagined actually meeting her, but I think I was like third in line, because this lady, she's, in order to save her daughter a spot, she left before Brandi even finished her set, and I was just, so into it. Of course, I wasn't going to leave until Brandi, did however many encores, and, because Brandi's just amazing. And I'm kind of self-conscious right now, but I did want to, just relay at least some of how it felt to just be there. And even if I'd already seen her like 3 or 4 times at that point, including, or maybe Red Rocks was after that, I can't remember, but that was the year that it rained and poured like right before the show for 40 minutes or whatever, and it was, yeah, I don't remember, yeah, I eventually took out my umbrella, but I got drenched that show, and I was like so freezing. But yeah, anyway, it turned out that I got to meet her, and I was just like the fanboy, and I do apologize to Brandi if she ever does see this, because I was just so awestruck, and I wasn't being like how I normally am, which is just really calm and easygoing, and I really was like idolizing her in that moment. And the fact that I got to meet the woman whose voice had moved me, and I listened to her songs and her albums whenever I'm feeling down, or whenever I need someone to relate to, because you know, I really feel that her lyrics and her singing comes from her heart and her own experiences, and yeah, it's been something that I've leaned on in hard times, you know, especially not having very many friends or people to talk to right now. It's music is always somewhere I can go and find sanctuary and peace. So yeah, I was so starstruck, and I even mentioned to her. I said, "You're my favorite female vocalist," and she's like, "Oh yeah, who's your favorite male vocalist?" And I'm like, Tom York, because I've been a huge Radiohead fan, and they're probably still my #1 band since high school in 1997 when OK Computer came out, and that was just you know, just amazing. I never heard anything like that before. But yeah, and so we chit chatted a little bit, but I don't even remember telling her my name, and I was just so like, oh, I drove here, you know, I mentioned that I drove so far, and of course fans will drive further than that, so it's not like I shouldn't have been like bragging about how far I drove, but you know, I just mentioned that I came out just to see her. I didn't even know any of the other bands who were playing the Bluegrass Festival, which is true, but yeah, I and she signed this the T-shirt as you saw, and I met the twins as well, and I mean, yeah, I'm a bit of, I dabble in guitar and piano and drums and different, you know, sort of electronic arrangements from time to time, and singing as well. So it's my one and only, or at least thus far, tattoo, which I got, you know, shortly after, in I think it was September or October, and yeah, it was it was pretty. I was definitely like excited about it, but also nervous about, oh, is it gonna hurt like heck? And even though it's just a really small tattoo, but it's red because it's sort of, for me, it represents the passion of, you know, where Brandi's heart and her music comes from, as well as what I aspire to create. You know, whether or not anyone actually hears any of it, or any of it's good, you know, that's another story. But yeah, so that's my Brandi tattoo, and yeah, I actually haven't seen her the past couple of years just because of financial. It sounds like there's some fireworks outside. Weird. Anyway, I haven't seen her in the last couple of years, so it would be awesome to see her again. And I've been unemployed just for various health issues and whatnot, but yeah, it'll be awesome next time I see Brandi. Anyway, thanks for watching this video.